Hello, this is Hobbs back here with you for day 2 of 80s Week presented by No More Monsters, Echo Zero, our good friend and fellow Midnight Hour alumni. Today I'm going to talk about the 1989 sitcom, which is some of our themes this week. I'm doing a lot of TV shows. Family Matters, starring Jaleel White as Steve Urkel. You definitely know who Steve Urkel is if you're from the 80s. We talk about the Winslows, a family from Chicago, just trying to make it in the everyday world. They go through different trials and tribulations in life, everything from sports to uh, racism to work to school, relationships, fighting, arguing, betrayal, peer pressure. Everything you could possibly imagine happens in this show. And there are a lot of lessons to be learned from this show, just like, you know, Saved by the Bell and The Wonder Years, you learn lessons from these shows. And this is in my top 5 of all time. One of my top 5. I don't know where to rank it at because there are other ones that are slightly ahead, but this is very up there in the top 5. And I could go toe to toe with anybody on every episode of this particular sitcom. I've watched every single episode. Um, the one episode I like the best, if anybody's asking, there's an episode where Eddie and Waldo, Geraldo, Faldo, and Steve Urkel get caught up on a like a they get caught up on a fire escape, and they're out there chatting because they're consulting Eddie because his girlfriend had broken up with him, and they go out into this fire escape and it starts to fall, so they have to find a way to stay up on the fire escape before they fall to their death. Which I thought that was a pretty cool episode. There's a lot of heartwarming episodes on here. The episode where Urkel gets drunk is iconic. That also teaches young kids a very nice lesson in life. Of course, that's where the dance, the Urkel, came out. But this show is so good, and um, there's a lot to say about this show. There's actually a podcast about this show. I believe it's called All in the Family, where I can't exactly name the actresses' names, but the girl that played Laura, Kelly Shanae Williams, I believe, and the lady that played Aunt Rachel are doing a podcast about this show, and they have various cast members talk about some of the episodes on the show. I did love Mother Winslow, also her little puns where she would come in. Just good comedy, just very good comedy. I loved Eddie's character as well. All the life lessons that they learn in this show. And I loved all the additional fights, like when they would get into it and stuff. Like one of my favorite episodes also was whenever they were making the tarts, and they had to make 12,000 tarts in 2 days. They started throwing the tarts at each other. I would actually say that's probably my favorite episode, but so many good episodes with the Family Matters. Let me know your favorite episode. Let me know your thoughts about this show. I know that it went into the mid 90s, and there was talks of them doing a spinoff, but I'm not for sure if that ever happened. But I thought the show ended perfectly. And yeah, let me know your thoughts on the Family Matters. Like I said, it's a show that teaches you good, valuable lessons, especially family lessons, and it teaches you to work hard and to be respectful of other people and to kind of not forget where you came from. And you learn all the lessons in this here. Like I said, there's bullying, there's heroic moments, there's standing up for yourself moments, there are life lessons to be learned from this show. And I think everybody should go back and watch the episodes of Family Matters. I believe they're free on you on just go into your Roku and type in Family Matters. You can find the episodes on a certain platform. But anyways, this is Hobbs. I'll catch up with you later. Peace. Actually, one little tidbit I wanted to point out also is one thing I noticed about this show is that they always cater towards the holidays. All their Halloween episodes were very, very cool, and their Christmas episodes were very, very cool. Um, I thought I would mention that actually before I closed out. Uh, but definitely go check this show out. I forgot to mention that earlier in the video, but let me know your thoughts on the Family Matters. Catch up with you later. Peace.